We're really excited tonight to announce the first ever concert in Beaver Stadium next summer, July 8th. Blake Shelton coming to town. Again, couldn't be more excited to have introduced it tonight, bring a show like this to the community, first ever in Beaver Stadium. Well, we worked with a promotional company, Basis Entertainment. Dave DeWalt is here in the back, and really appreciate everything they've done. It's been a great partnership. It's been a couple months that we've been in discussions with them, and they've done this on a lot of other college campuses. They've looked at what's been successful elsewhere and what hasn't been successful elsewhere, and so that partnership helped a lot as they brought that experience to us. We look at our marketplace, and country music has played well in central Pennsylvania. Have had a lot of success with it in the Bryce Jordan Center, so that's why it's been appealing. You look at Blake Shelton's career and what he's done with the 17 number one hits. His experience and exposure on The Voice and everything he's done with CMA Artist of the Year and other Artists of the Year, and so it just seemed to be a really good fit for us. We looked at all of our venues as assets, not just as athletic venues, and it's important for us because it helps us to generate resources that we put back into our student athletes. And at the end of the day, that's what we're in the business of, is providing conditions for success for our student athletes, and this helps create resources, generate those resources to put back into our student athletes. So it's just another opportunity for us to provide for our student athletes. Well, we've been talking about this since we got here, right? We've been talking about events, again, in either Beaver or Pagula since we arrived a couple years ago. You might remember that we were in discussions with the NHL about a possible game here in Beaver Stadium, and at the end of the day, it didn't work out. But for this particular concert, again, we've been speaking with Basis and Dave and his son Gary for about 4 or 5 months. Again, it's been a great partnership. Have really enjoyed working with them. We think that it's going to be a great success, not just because of the act, but because of that partnership. You know what's neat is we were on the field talking about this before the game, and you go back and forth between concert and game day, and we'd really like to see an atmosphere like we see on game day. People coming in and having a lot of fun and celebrating together and enjoying one another's company. That's what we see on game day. It's a family reunion. At the end of the day, James has called it a family reunion, and so that's the kind of atmosphere that we'd like to see. The stage will be on the north end of the stadium. The capacity will be about 70,000, and we'll sell about 8,000 tickets on the field. We received a liquor license for both Beaver Stadium and Pagula Ice Arena. As you know, for the NHL game, we did provide alcohol throughout the entire venue, and we expect to do the same thing for the concert next summer. That's one of those things that we're still working out the details and logistics of that. We've got a little bit of time to do that, but again, the liquor license allows us to provide alcohol throughout beer sales throughout the entire stadium. Yeah, when you look at opportunities in Beaver Stadium, there are only a couple of windows that make sense. Of course, we can't do it during the football season, and when you put people on the field and a stage on the field, there's a little bit of a risk of what might happen, especially to a natural turf field. So we knew really summer was our only opportunity, the only window, and that's typically when these types of shows tour, and so it just made a lot of sense. Right now we're pretty early in this process. Our backup plan is to play. The show must go on, kind of a deal, right? So the show's going to go on.